Welcome back to my channel. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again, guys. It's gonna be on a odd one. This one, I definitely thought it was something else when I first saw the cover. And I don't know why my mind went to that direction. Well, I know why, but anyways, it was completely different from what it was. This is definitely more of a slice of life comedy. There's definitely some drama to it, but is definitely more on the comedy side, layaway type of stuff. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. Thank you so much for the views and the likes and the comments that I've been receiving in these past weeks for these first impressions. We're at the end of them. I think I have maybe five, maybe six more to release, and then we're done. Probably be done by this weekend. So yeah, thank you again for that love and support. Go check out the other videos. I have 25 plus videos of just animes, first impression videos. There is a playlist that you can probably find, but yeah. Okay, this is going to be on Kujima, Why Sing When You Can Warble. I think it's pronounced warble. Not really sure on that word, but um, Kujima is the main character, and he is a he's like a oversized bird creature, I guess you can say. And I don't know what type of bird it is. It's not a swan. Well, anyways, I guess it doesn't really matter, but he's definitely a Russian bird, and he is migrating to Japan because that's what his kind does. Now, we can do it in pieces so that we don't have to like go back and forth. So, because the episode kind of goes back and forth on his story and on the story of the family. So let's start with Kujima. So Kujima is a bird who essentially was he somehow got out of his nest or fell out of his nest and lost his way, and he was picked up by a Russian man, and he basically raised him. Now, because he's a bird, the Russian man encouraged him that he needs to do what birds do and migrate in the winter. So, in the winter or this first winter of his life, he decided to migrate into Japan, and he wants to try all these type of Japanese foods. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be like a food type of series, but they definitely emphasize food a lot in this first episode. If you look up the genres, food is not really one of them, so I don't really know what exactly they're trying to do, but um, I know that there's definitely um, gonna be a lot of their manga is gonna be, I guess, stretched out because there's only about 5 volumes of this series. So, and there's gonna be a 12 episode series. So, definitely gonna be stretching out. So maybe the food, maybe it's not the main point, but they stretch out those scenes just to have more time into the episode. So, that's kind of who he is. He's kind of an awkward bird, not really good at socializing. He goes from 0 to 100 in very very funny with a character, and you guys will see that in the first episode. Okay, then we also are following Koda, who is a middle school boy, and he encounters Kujima randomly on his way home, and Kujima basically tags along because he was hungry. He doesn't want to eat bugs anymore. He wants to try Japanese food, so Koda takes him under his wing, and basically they form this bond from the beginning. Now, he does have to convince his parents for him to be able to keep him, and because he is technically migrating, they decide that it's okay, he can stay. Which again, it's kind of more like he's gonna be gone at some point, so I guess might as well let him stay. The family itself has this dynamic that's kind of broken because the elder son, who's not Koda, his older brother, is basically studying hard because he already failed his exams for his career, and um, definitely wants to pass them again. But because of that, is overstressing everybody, making everyone basically be quiet, don't say a thing until he's able to pass his test, so on and so forth. So everyone's on edge, and it's honestly unfair, to be honest. But it's just it is what it is. He is over worried now. Um, Part of that comes the whole drama part where even on their days off, they can't do anything because they don't want to interrupt him or bother him or be too loud or whatever, so that he can continue studying. And so that's kind of the drama side to it. Now, the comedy side to it is that Kujima obviously is not being quiet. He's being loud. He's being obnoxious. He's being whatever. And he goes and yells at him, and this is where we see Kujima go from 0 to 100, which is hilarious. I think it's a unique combination of characters, and they're definitely doing a good job with this one. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else they have for this one. To be honest, there's a lot that they can do with it, but it could also be very repetitive. Now, at the end of the episode, they essentially have a family picnic outside, and they do noodles with the bamboo sticks where they kind of have like a slide, and they include the older brother in it. So they finally have like a whole family experience in a long time, and they're, I guess, building the hurts. And obviously, they don't hate each other. They're not in that position, but I think they're in the position where they think the other ones hate them, but they don't. They just are stressed. They're overwhelmed or whatever. So yeah, that is in a nutshell this series. Now, what do I think about it? Well, out of 10, I probably would give this one a 6. And this is why. Again, yes, I've seen good series come out of where they have 3 volumes and they do a really good 12 episode series out of series like that. But series like this, where it's slice of life, everyday thing, they have to keep moving and pushing the next thing in the episode, or else it just lags too much, right? Or it feels repetitive, or so on and so forth. There's 2 ends to it, right? Um, this one definitely is on that direction. I think it needs to include more chapters into it, and they're probably going to start including more chapters into it so that it could actually do better as a series. But they only have 5 volumes of content, so are they going to recreate stuff, or sorry, not recreate, create new stuff, or what are the options they have? I don't know. So I'm little iffy about this one. This might be one of the ones that I do drop, so I am making a list already of ones that I'm dropping, and this one's very close to that. So even though I did get a giggle here and there, I don't think it's gonna be worth watching. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.